Welcome back to the CDMS Podcast, and this is a very different type of video that we're doing today. We're doing a channel update for the future of the podcast and how we're restructuring basically the whole brand of CDSM. For the most part, we've been a channel and a podcast without a real definition to describe us. So as you can see, with even with the YouTube description, it only had "we are different," but without actually defining the CDMS podcast. So I think it's better that going forward that we basically define what the CDMS podcast is, what it was, what it is, and where it's going. So with the CDMS podcast, it originally meant that we are different. We're basically the podcast that you can come to for different personalities that may not be so common on YouTube, not really the hype beast, but ADHD, crackhead energy, and still, I mean, you're still gonna get that, obviously, but it's gonna be more focused on instead of covering all topics with pop culture, political debates, social issues, social commentary. We're gonna still do that, kinda, not really, but we're shifting our focus more on shows and entertainment while still being able to talk about those other topics that we do talk about. But for the most part, it's gonna be wrapped up in the sense we're talking about our main focus: TV shows, anime genre, ranging anywhere from like the new Avatar series, Tell, which we've done most of this year, talking about season 1, the reviews of that, talking about old cartoons, anime, even live action shows like, I don't fucking know, Shameless, Euphoria, Stranger Things. That's our goal, to kind of aim to hit that type of area of target, audience market. Just because we're trying new things to grow as a channel, because we're gonna always talk about our multitude of topics, but as a channel, we have to get to the point where we can grow exponentially instead of like it taking us 2 to 3 months to gain like 5 subscribers. Like growing, yeah, but like growing so slow to where it's like, yeah, what are we even putting the effort in for this for? Yeah. So that's where we're going. So I'm gonna let Cameron talk about interview that we have for the podcast.
Oh wow! Couldn't even properly introduce me. I feel kind of hurt, truthfully. But my friend is correct. We do indeed have a interview coming in. I don't want to say small time rapper, because I mean he's an independent rapper, of course. We only mess with independent artists. We don't got Nicki Minaj busting through our doors and with her golden throne twerking. We don't got Offset coming in ordering pizza with us. We don't got Lil Yachty playing. But I've been talking with this rapper for a little bit, and he's decided to come on our podcast because he was just saying, man, I was just telling my friends about how I need to get on a podcast, and I said, hey, I'm on a podcast, and conversation led to conversation. He decided that he wanted to come by and stop in and just talk about a couple of things, talk about new music things that coming out, and just wanted to chit chat with us. He likes the content that we make, and he thinks we really do have a future in pursuing this, and he just wants to help out and give a little bit of black on black family love, from a brother to brother. But to bounce off of what my friend said, I'm actually really excited for the direction that we're taking the podcast in, because I have always said from the beginning, not necessarily saying that I wanted us to go into that form of demographic, but I've always wanted us to at least try to branch off into that, because I've always wanted us to just be something even not necessarily more broad, because I've always told him, pop culture is such a broad statement because it's an overcompassing statement. It's not necessarily one particular thing. Because pop culture can be anything. Like Lady Gaga's Art Pop album from 2018, that's technically still pop culture. Doctor Who, that's especially pop culture, and so it's kind of hard to really have that overcompassing theme when we're such a small podcast. And so I kind of really like that we're going into this not necessarily smaller form of demographic, because there's way too many channels on YouTube that does it, but because we're 100% different from those guys, because everyone's not the same and how they're going to structure their videos, and everyone also has different viewpoints on the show, so it's never going to be the same. It may be similar viewpoints, but the reason for us having that viewpoint is always going to be the difference between if you agree and like the video or disagree, and then just go on to the next video. And so I'm really excited, truly. And hopefully the first show that we do, because we're not, I don't think we're ready to get the anime community on our backs yet. I'd rather not have 14-year-old and 15-year-olds saying that I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm a boomer. I mean, I look about 30, only 21. So
shit, fuck that with the anime community. It is easy. All you gotta do is just stay away from the power scale community, because them motherfuckers, you motherfuckers are very extremely toxic for no reason whatsoever. Like, oh, well, he can't be Goku because he's not multiversal level.
McDonald's fry bin is stronger than Goku.
Technically, because you want to be technical, anybody with Toon Force is Goku. Just because it's fucking Toon Force.
But okay, the mask.
Toon Force.
I know he has Toon Force, but he gets beat by Death. And so it's like, would Goku beat the mask?
No, because the only reason why Deadpool beat the mask, because Deadpool also has Toon Force, or some semblance of Toon Force, just because Deadpool already knows that he's a fictional character. So would be just because of that reality alone, he basically granted himself Toon Force. So there's literally a story where he kills the multiverse by himself, and then to end the story off, he kills the writers that wrote the story. So he quite literally broke out of his comic book to kill the writers who wrote the story. Yeah.
Being that he didn't do the intro correctly, I know me. I got y'all always in the outro. Apple letting me know that it's. Oh wait, my other one's about to go in a second. Well, you know me. I was your wonderful host, Cameron. You know, it's always sunny in Philadelphia over here. So I'm always having a good time. Always having a great time. Always ready for y'all, and just bring my energy for y'all. And y'all already know who that is. Look at that beautiful face of his. My co-host Mar. We'll see y'all in the next one. I was Ace the donut, fire salt flavored He's Rengoku.